reliable. I have to think Soul's at a lot of risk if we do see a 1v1.
Yeah, Soul and the Kassadin as well, pre-6. You set up a gravity field right here, and you could be
into a power trough when there's a Kassadin on the enemy team. And there's always the potential of overtaking the late game. The fish does land, Soul probably going to fall down here with his base values to work through. Smart lane gang from Tucson. We were talking about whether he get the pathing down.
Well, I don't know about this. I do know that Roar having a lot of trouble right there, and that is going to be a teleport in from Apple. They're trying to turn it around. Roar with no HP, but Nuclear having some issues on the outside, and Roar actually going to pop forward with that, trying to sustain a little bit off the wave, destroying all the tunnels. Starting to chase here. There's a hook down onto Ignar, and here's the response. Chilling Smite onto Ignar. There's the Alistair ultimate teleport coming in. Sasson in the back line gets exhausted, but the Chaos Storm ripping through. Catch gonna live though, and that's gonna be a kill. Roar will just condemn out of the way, and there is a headbutt into the wall. Can Sasson actually get this kill? There is the Force Pulse to finish it off. The gravity field as Roar will flash out of the way. Here's a TP, but Ignar not going to get anything right there. Fate's Call. Frozen finds himself in a very awkward situation. There's a stun and the follow-up slow, and there's the Q. Sasson takes the kill. Tucson is more team comp focused.
Seems to be the call here. There's 3 members though. Vivid's called out. This time there is no Fate's Call available.
Item in the Trinity Force. Will he even ever make it there? Looks like Roar on the hunt right now. Soul is just going to get pinned to the wall and killed.
Very nice magic damage base. Now Soul is caught. Ignar hits the headbutt pulverize. Gonna die. Baron's probably not a realistic objective, but on the other side, it's almost always fruitless. As Vivid might be engaging. Eventually onto Ignar. Raw auto-attacking the backline. Gets a lot of damage as Sasson gets on top of him. Victor is dead as we're following the fight. Raw still alive, still fighting, but has no mid laner. Only one real threat available, but super low health values waiting for Raw. Stays alive so long, but falls down. Ignar's going to fall as well. That's 3 clean kills from Sbenu, and Tucson hop skips away, but isn't able to do anything.
No, doesn't do anything at all. Drops the ultimate, but that's about all he can contribute to that engagement. Question is, can he steal now? As the Baron is looking like it will be in Sbenu's hand, but that Callista going to make it awfully difficult to get in there and actually make a play onto this objective. They see Tucson on the outside, and they're just going to burn this down. Callista's there. There's a Smite. There's a Rend. And there's a Baron for Sbenu Sonicboom.
They fought really well. They're going to pick up Vivid on the backside as Tucson. You're not going to be able to lock down this Viz. Actually, they are. Welcome
to the Zonya's Power Spike. Movement over there as well, as she can't leave right now while the Baron is being under threat.
Maokai teleports back in. I am need to fight. Soul has options here. It won't break the base. They're going to fight though. They force the teleport. Fate's Call used defensively. We're waiting to see why Rumble Equalizer comes down.
And there it is, Equalizer in the back line. Tucson getting knocked up by the Nautilus ultimate. Soul running through. Frozen fleeing for his life right now. He will go down. Nuclear finds a way around the edge of the fight. Apple is here. He's very tanky, but even he's not tanky enough to resist that double kill for Nuclear.
3rd health after being chipped out. LCIM are just starting this Baron. And Rek'Sai's coming through. Can they just rush it down?
Equalizer comes in. There's the hook from Vivid. Catch going to take the long tunnel and a huge knock-up. Holy cow, that is a lot of work. Roar gets targeted down. Sasson just going crazy right here for a triple. And there is Tucson trying to hide.
What?
Okay, well, looks like I am just going to walk right past, try and push into the base right now, finally get that inhibitor down that they've had their eye on
and Sbenu,
for a lot of this game. But, man, that was a massive knock-up from the Nautilus ult.
The Fate's Call was huge. I believe it was an instant melee range ultimate as well. A double knock-up. The wombo that came through. It wasn't quite Hurricane Callista, but it didn't matter. In this situation, they're trying to finish still 30-second death timers on all the threats.
Yep, and looks like they will be able to. Tucson stands no chance. Dies to the Ignite. Sasson, another kill for him, and this will be Sbenu's first game win of the season coming through at 46 minutes.
A historic win for Sbenu. They played very smartly in 2 massive fights that decided the game. First, IM made that over-engage. We thought it would be a problem for Soul teleporting in, but it paid off in the end as Callisto cleaned it up. Then another smart fight wins them the game. The power spikes looked like they were there for IM, but Sbenu, smart team fighting. The Kassadin Massive got through the laning phase very safely, was probably the big difference.
And you have to wonder if IM had had a not Fizz jungle, if they would have been able to take home some of those team fights, because that Fizz was essentially useless with that Devour enchantment in that game.
I mean, it's an awful build, Monte Cristo. Trinity Force, Devourer, Spirit Visage, Giant Spell. What does that even do? It's not even a Banshee Veil to stop some of the peel coming through.
I actually thought it was going to be a Veil when we saw the cowl,
nope.
but